Anxiety, PTSD, trauma, raging triggers, and how to deal with them instantly. All right, I'm sure you know this feeling when you have a list of tasks to do and everything looks so overwhelming, and we are getting anxious and we are getting stressed, and we have all triggers. And believe me, there are so many different triggers. People are dealing with different triggers usually, but there is a common area what's triggered us in terms of our traumatic experiences, anxiety, and raging. So here's the fix for you. So as an example, let me give you my own story in terms of the PTSD, anxiety, raging, and so on. My biggest trigger is when I need to do some tasks and my tools are not working, for example, my PC or internet or so, or I'm calling customer service to try to organize my bills or whatever it is, but I need to deal with customer service over the phone. So that's my personally two biggest triggers, which causing me a lot of raging, lots of anxiety, lots of stress. And basically I needed to learn how to cope with those triggers, and I needed to find out what's the tools that can help me to stay under control, to control my raging, to control my anger, and to basically cope with everyday tasks. So there's a decent technique called ABRA, A-B-R-A, acknowledge, breathe, release, align. Simple as this. Now it works amazingly, but as with everything, consistency is a key. So you need to learn this. So don't get discouraged if that won't work immediately. Let me give you a quick example. So was calling to customer service. Let's just skip who I called. Okay, let's just call it customer service. Basically, it was about one of the bills which suddenly went over the roof. So I got all stressed and angry why my bill is so big. So I basically phoned up customer service, 47 minutes on hold, just to find out that I'm on the wrong department, which means the telephone number which was on the website was wrong because I was transferred to wrong department. And then lovely lady on the other side of the phone, she basically pressed the button, she put me on hold, and I couldn't get anywhere. So that's one of my biggest triggers when I feel I'm wasting my time, when I have so many tasks to do and I'm wasting my time because something doesn't work. So there is a technique called ABRA, acknowledge, breathe, release, align. So the trick is to learn to realize, to recognize this trigger, and to spot it, the place, the moment when you get in stress and angry. And this is the moment where you need to stop, where you need to acknowledge the fact that you're getting angry, that the pressure keeps rising, that your face is getting red, that the stomach is starting to cramping, and so on. So that's acknowledging the fact that you're getting angry. The second one, breathe. A simple breathing technique. Breathe in through the belly button and then breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. What that gives you, it allows you to change the physiology of your body and to cope with the stress. We're talking about the vagus nerve and so on and so on. I don't want to go to too much details in here. If you need help with that, please do let me know. I'll explain everything in details. And by acknowledging and breathing, you're changing the physiology of your body, and it's so much easier to cope with the stress, with the triggers. And here's the next one for you. So after you acknowledged the anger, when you used your breathing technique, the next thing is to release this. How? By breathing. So even if you have to spend only 3 to 5 minutes, just keep breathing. Engage your belly button. It's like you want to lie down, you want to use your belly button to breathe in. So it's like you want to hit the ceiling with your belly button and then breathe out through the mouth. 3 to 5 minutes with such a breathing technique, and you will see how quick you will be able to release this anger, those triggers, the anxiety, the stress, and so on. And the last one, align. So again, acknowledge, breathe, release, and align. So again, giving you my own example, when I got really angry because I was pushed to the wrong department and nobody answered, they literally disconnect me. So I've lost I literally was on the hold 47 minutes. Outrageous. So what I did, I put the phone down. I used the Abra technique. I did acknowledge that I'm getting angry. I used the breathing techniques. A technique, I released it and then I realigned again. So I phoned them up again. I did a little bit deeper research in terms of the correct telephone number and I gave him a call. The lady answered after a few minutes, no putting me on hold anymore. Yes, Mr. Feisty, okay, bear with me, I'm just having a look into your account. And it turns out that they made a mistake, not me, and my bill is much lower now. So again, to summarize, in terms of anxiety, in terms of the rage and the triggers, everyone is different, but we have also our common triggers. So the idea is to learn the Abra technique, acknowledge, breathe, release, and align. And again, they didn't build the ROM in one day. So make sure you are consistent with this. You keep practicing this every single time when something triggers your anxiety, your rage, and so on. And in time, usually 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to be so much better in terms of coping with the stress and coping with the triggers. Guys, if you find it helpful, let me know down in the comments. If you need help with that, you know where to find me. I'm happy to help you free of charge, no question asked. Let's kill this anxiety and raging for good. Have a good day. Peace.